came because of gold. So they built Elgina Castle for mining. But the point that others were making more profits out of this one, they also converted the castle into a slave dungeon or a slave master. So if you want to look at the real dungeon, is this one. Elmina was a warehouse before it was converted. But this is the real dungeon, built mostly for that. Alright, please come closer. Let's have a look at this. So here we are not going down. You can only peep through. The reason being that the entrance where they entered from has been closed in 1834. For this place, nobody comes and nobody goes down. The enslaved Africans or slaves, they walk down. Once a soldier, a white soldier, will be here with a gun to count them to make them to move, because some of them, they don't want to go since they don't know where they were going and what will happen to them. So seeing a gun pointing at you, you'll be forced to move. So they count them from this place. And this side, it is 18 feet. If you want to see, come closer, watch your head, stretch your neck, and look at it.
So they would go directly from the dungeon into the tunnel that's now closed off, and then through here.
Through here, and then continuation.
Okay.
It is 18 feet and 6 to 6 meters long from there to the side.
Wow.
So just, if you want to see, come closer, or let me show you, let me demonstrate for you to see how we are doing it. That is it. You watch your head, come out. So walking through that place, staying there for a very long time in the darkness, and then when the ship arrived, you walk through this. So let's come, watch your head, watch your head. If you are scared, just be here and peep. If you don't want it.
What's down there?
It's just the passage, but we have the bricks down there. It's just a very deep passage for slaves or the enslaved Africans. For them, they entered from where the shrine is with the chains. The last place where it had been closed. That is where they entered.
Yeah, from that passage.
And this is the continuation. You check them to make sure they are up to the number, and then you continue to that side.
It's got steps there.
No steps here because they entered from there.
No down there.
There's no steps because nobody goes down, nobody comes.
It looks like a plank, like this, like
a
slab.
There's nothing there, just a hole. So that is why you don't allow people to get closer. Because
At the bottom.
There's nothing.
There's no face, it's a passage.
Just a passage. They entered from there. So here there's no.
So like the walkway, they walk through.
There's no staircase, just a walkway for them to make sure that they are to the number. Some of them were hiding there. Some of them didn't want to move at all. So seeing the ground forced them to move. Still, some of them wanted to hide.
So some of them just stayed there and they didn't walk.
Yes, you don't want to move, but seeing a gun will force you to move. They were fighting using arrows and those things. So seeing a gun, some that you have not seen before, the color that you don't know, the color that you have not seen before, will force you to move.
That's right.
All right, so we have the continuation of it. Continuation of underground passage. These were storehouses, including the one which was converted as a condemned cell. So they were all storehouses to store their guns, gunpowder for the exchange. They were practicing barter trade or barter system. So if you want to purchase a human being, you don't use money. You use something like gunpowder to purchase them. And then these were the rooms for those items. Where the smallest one was converted as a condemned cell, where you just join us where we started the trip.
Did that been anything before?
No, that's the time.
You know when he was going down that path, so then the soldiers walk with him through the tunnel where but they didn't walk around the tunnel.
The soldiers to count. You see they are acting another because they made them walk with the chains. So the chains was not for one person. They were chained each other from this person to that person to this and the rest. All of us were in chains. All right, let's come down. One step down, one step. So having to look at the entrance of the underground passage. This is also the exit of the tunnel. The exit of the tunnel. They came out still with the chains and then to the final exit. This was not the door of no return. They wanted to use this place, but because this place is very low, as soon as it was open, the sea was coming in, so they closed it and used the one there. So from this side, with the chains, you walk down to the final exit. Wow. We started the tour at the condemned cell, a cell for our brothers and fathers. But in case ladies also wanted to run away, some of them were also behaving like Yassant when they were difficult to be controlled. They attempted to run away, but they were re-arrested and they locked them at a small cell. So we have condemned cell where you stay till you die. We have a punishment cell as well.
So women never went to the condemned cell?
No, they were punished, but they were not condemned.
How was the clinic?
Like for condemned cell, as I let you in it was for starving, suffocation. And this is a place that, please come, as I am talking about. The punishment will be that receiving beating, and after that they'll push you here, where they will lock the door. Because it wasn't a condemned cell, you have your light, your food through that one. But this is number one punishment. There is a sewage from the male dungeon to wash the sweat, the vomit from there. So this is the place that it links into the sea. And as you see, this place smells. That is your punishment for you attempting to run away and for you not allowing yourselves, because most of the officers came without their lives. Yeah, so they were using them, they were forcing them. And if you say no, they punish you until you change your mind. So this is the small cell for those ladies attempted to run away and those who did to rape. So there was a door there, but later the door was removed. Just like condemned cell, 3 doors. First one locked, second, and the last one.
I'm sure some of them are pretend.
So gradually, yes. If it were to be those days, we go out and that is the end of us. But now there is no more slave trade. So all of us will walk out at the same time, walk and return. Closer to the final exit, we also have this as female slave dungeons. Step down, come with me to this place. So comparing the male dungeon to this side, you could see that over there we have more space. They were more than the ladies. That place for 1,000, the female for 300 to 500 for these 2 sections. When they started the slave trade, they were looking for strong and healthy people to go and work, the men, not the women. At a point, they realized that if you don't go with us, the number there will not be increased. So they were adding us for us to go and give birth. So as we do that, the number there increases. So we have this as a place where we were held. Just like the male dungeon, they don't have washrooms. This is where they defecated on the floor. They urinated. If you have your menses, so the blood, everything will flow down on you. So everything stopped. No lights, the source of life and ventilation were on this small opening. And in this mess, the officers wanted to enjoy themselves sexually, so they would just walk down to this place to select a lady from here, and then they will send you out there. If you say no, that is when they will punish you at the cell. But those that allowed themselves after the punishment, they came back. And for this place, those who died, either they were taken from here into the ocean, or they would go to the courtyard to dig a hole and bury them there. And those who survived were chained to each other as men. They came out and they take them to the final exit. The final exit was called the door of no return, the place that you lost contact with your family, your language, your culture, your name, your identity, everything. So either to New York, Jamaica, Haiti, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, and wherever they have the plantations. So from these two entrances, let's walk through the final exit. Let me lead you there. Let me lead you to the final exit. So only written, that is it, the door of return. As you see this door very large, very big, it wasn't like that. The door was very small, where you bow very well before you go through. So later the door was enlarged after the abolition of slave trade. This was still the headquarters till 1877. So let's open the door. Let's open the door. Let's move to that side. Let's go out. Let's move to that side.
I'm taking a picture.
Yes, it's allowed. If you want to take it.
No, them.
Yes, they are taking it. Let's
Alright,
go.
let's
Let's
return
move to
the
that side.
Let's return.
Yeah.
We have come to this side, which is now the fishing village. Then there were no houses around. Even the houses were far, far away. So